guys, we are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we're doing In Too Deep.
It's so funny. That's like a Sum 41 song.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think I know this.
I may have played it for you. It's weird. The all the other albums I had a pretty good gauge of whether I'd listened to them or showed them to you. This one, I don't know. This is most recent stuff. I feel like I probably showed you some of it, but
Maybe.
yeah. So this is track 6 off of Music to Be Murdered By. We will do what we always do. We'll listen, we'll break it down, all
Okay.
that.
Sounds good.
Yes.
And this video is sponsored by Carnivore Snacks. Carnivore Snacks is one of my favorite meat snacks ever. My favorite ones are the sliders. And this is the lamb sliders. It's grass-fed lamb and Redmond real salt. Minimal ingredients, and it's literally like eating a meat potato chip, which is absolutely awesome. And if you've never tried it before, you really should. It's also Joe Rogan's favorite snack, as you can see there. So if you haven't tried it yet, you really should. And you can use our coupon code WithSmith for 15% off your order, and the link is in the description below. We're also sponsored by Chomps, which is my other favorite meat snack and my favorite beef jerky ever. It's also minimal ingredients, minimal calories, only ingredients you can pronounce and understand, and they're absolutely delicious. Really, really, really good, and you should definitely try them if you haven't. You can use our coupon code WithSmith for 10% off your order and an additional 10% off subscriptions, and the link is in the description below. We are also sponsored by SeatGeek, which is a ticket website where you can get tickets for concerts, sporting events, comedians, literally anything. And you can use our coupon code WithSmith right here for $20 off your first purchase, and the link is in the description below for that as well. Check out our Amazon storefront if you would like to. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media channels if you want. And that's it.
So yeah, WWE, that's another one, right? You're always like thinking what you can get
Different
there.
things. Yeah. Literally everything. Like, if you could think of just any ticket website that you know, if you've never heard of SeatGeek, they have what the other ones have.
Yeah.
They're just better.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Here we go. In Too Deep.
This could never work,
Oh, I know
is
this
what we said
song.
at first. But whatever this is, it's working. But we're in 2 different worlds in. I'm not your husband, you ain't my girlfriend. All I know is that when I'm with you, I'm a different person, yeah. And I ain't never met a chick as perfect. Girl, you're a 10, so here I am, laying here with her again, thinking about you. She's asleep, you're texting me around 2. Crying face emoji, you say this is me without you. We're sneaking out to meet at cheap hotel rooms, sex in the car, then I'll text you tomorrow. Do I question it? Nah, no objection at all, cause both of us are still involved. So as I'm peeling off, all I'm thinking about is I'm not happy here with her. Rather have you, rather have me too, cause you're not happy there with him. Rather have me, but we're just in too deep.
Okay. So you know this?
Yeah, I've heard this before.
Yes.
It's interesting topic.
So
Kind of fucked up.
when I first heard this, I was like, okay, is this like another relationship, fucked up relationship song? So technically it is, but it is a different angle. Do you know what I mean? It's like an affair. Typically,
Yeah.
it's just a toxic relationship with him and a girl. So I mean, this is technically a toxic relationship as well, but it's a different angle. And I didn't know how I felt about the singing, the chorus and the singing, and I was like, I
I
don't know
didn't
about
think
this.
anything of it, honestly.
I actually really like the chorus.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I know it like caught on to me, but the first time I heard it was like weird to my ears. I was like, because the the um the notes he's hitting or the melody, it's like we're just in too deep, like that. It doesn't have like a typical flow you hear from Eminem.
No, I see what
Rather
you
have
mean.
you, you know what I mean?
But
It's
I didn't
strange.
notice anything weird about it.
Yeah, either way, I grew to actually like really like the sound of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And the beat's really good.
yeah, it is good. So it starts off, this could never work, is what we said at first. but whatever this is, it's working. But we're in two different worlds, and I'm not your husband. You ain't my girlfriend. So, I mean, this is pretty straightforward. They were both saying that, okay, we're not going to be able to work. You know what I mean? Because, she has. So we'll find out. But they're both dating other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, we have different worlds, but, whatever. He continues. All I know is that when I'm with you, I'm a different person. Yeah. And I ain't never met a chick as perfect. Girl, you're a 10, so here I am, laying here with her again. So, he's like, neither of us thought this would work, but
Yeah.
now I'm with my girl and I'm thinking about you. You're perfect. So, I mean, this is all straight for so this is interesting. This isn't like a crazy rhyme scheme song, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, no.
hidden bars or meanings. It's just like a story.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't they
Um,
just both leave the people that they're with?
yeah,
This
no,
is
it doesn't make sense.
stupid.
Laying here with her again, thinking about you. She's asleep. You're texting me around 2. Crying face emoji. You say, this is me without you. We're sneaking out to meet at cheap hotel rooms, and then it continues. So, yeah, he's with his girl. She's texting him, sending him crying face emojis. I'm crying because I'm not with you. And then we're sneaking out to meet at cheap hotel rooms. Or sex in the car. Then I'll text you tomorrow. Do I question it? Nah. No objection at all, because both of us are still involved. So as I'm peeling off, all I'm thinking about is, and then it goes right into the chorus. I
Mhm.
mean, so yeah, they're hooking up, they're meeting, they're having an affair. He's saying he doesn't really think about it, right?
Yeah.
But then as he
Because
leaves,
he still has like this whole other relationship at home that he has to, put work into,
yeah,
I guess.
so I guess when he says, "Do I question it?" Nah, no objection at all. I guess they mean does he question the fact that should he not be with the girl that he's cheating with?
Or is it like, will I see her? He's just like, I know I might or might not.
Yeah, but then he's saying as I'm peeling off, all I'm thinking is about, and then it goes into the chorus, which is, "I'm not happy here with her. Rather have you. Rather have me too, because you're not happy there with him. Rather have me. I know, but we're just in too deep."
I don't get the rather have me too part in there.
What do you mean?
Because he goes, I'm not happy here with her, rather have you. Then towards the bottom, he goes, because you're not happy there with him, rather have me.
Mm-hmm.
So why does he have rather have me too thrown in the middle there?
So where he says, "I'd rather have you, you'd rather have me too." So I'd rather have you, and you would rather have me too. Do you get it? So they're
Yeah.
both saying they'd rather be with each other than the ones that they're with.
No, I get that, but it's like missing words, so it's kind of confusing.
Let's see.
Like it goes rather have you, rather have me too. It sounds like he's saying he rather have himself.
So it's supposed to be like you'd rather have me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not there.
Have you rather have me too? Yeah. It's he's just taking out the you because
Because,
the
like I'm saying, it gets confusing in the bottom. Then he says the same thing, but in her version.
well,
So it's already been stated. It's already being stated.
but it does lead into it because it says rather have me too, cause you're not happy there with him. Do you know what
Okay.
I mean?
Yeah.
And then the yeah, which is in parentheses, which is kind of like an ad lib that kind of goes in the place of the you, which is weird. I
Okay.
get what you're talking about though.
Yeah, I was just not sure if maybe that meant something else that I was missing because it's practically there twice.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
But yeah, so they'd rather be with each other and they're in too deep. So I guess when he says we're in too deep,
With their current relationships.
so that's what I'm curious
I
about.
mean, what like unless you have kids,
I think
there's never really never an in too deep. You can always get out of a relationship.
exactly, unless
Especially if you're not married too.
yeah, for sure. Unless the in too deep is we're in too deep with each other to break it off. Meaning like they really like each other so much that they're not gonna stop seeing each other to be back with their individual partners. They're in too deep. They want to keep doing it.
I guess.
You know what I
It
mean?
makes
You could take it
sense.
one of two ways, the in too deep. But all right, we'll pick it up here. This is actually so simple. There's two more verses. I'm just gonna let it play through because
Yeah,
there's not, there's
why
nothing
not?
too crazy to break down here. All right.
Just in too deep. You're laying there with him, thinking about me. He's asleep, you say let's meet around 3. You went to leave the house, he caught you sneaking out. Now he's freaking out. You thought he was sleeping soundly. Well, you say you're going for a drive. You don't question him when he stumbles in, like where the fuck you been? Then you pump his ear with what he wants to hear. You tell him you love him, yeah. Wipe each other's tears. But it's been a couple years since we've been doing dirt. You or my girl don't wanna see either of you get hurt. But now the lines are getting super blurred. Can't tell if I'm cheating on her with you or cheating on you with her. But really nobody's at fault, can't help who you love. Hope they don't overhear us talk, cause we both are getting sloppy. Probably subconsciously part of me's hoping we get caught. Cause I'm not happy here with her. Rather have you, rather have me too. But you're not happy there with him. Rather have me, but we're just in too deep. We're laying here with them, thinking about us. Cause now when we get home, we get jealous of each other being someone else's. Call us Long John Silvers cause we selfish. But I just wanna see you, don't care if it's at the Ritz or Motel 6. If I'm there with you, rich or poor, when I'm laying here with you, it could be the kitchen floor. I could stay in bed with you, staring at you till the morning. I just wanna be a secret lover, yeah, I'd rather share you than to not have you at all. So once a year, twice a month I'm here if you want it, yeah, I'm open season. And I'm always game, so I'll keep it 100, dear. Cause we could never be each other's everything. You got a wedding ring, so it's him instead of me. But I'll be your second string, now and forever. Because I'm not happy here with her. Rather have you, rather have me too. But you're not happy there with him. Rather have me, but we're just in too deep.
Ah, fuck. Let me put this down for a sec. Or is this a different video?
I don't know. No, it's the same.
So, interestingly,
Could never work is what.
got it back. So, I don't know if you picked up on the fact that, so in the first verse, he comes in saying, where is it? Um, he's like, okay, I'm laying here with her, right? So here I am laying here with
Oh,
her
the
again.
last line always changes.
So he actually starts the other verse is different. So he's like, I'm laying here with her thinking about you, right? Second verse is you're laying there with him thinking about me, just like the chorus. And the third one is we're laying here thinking about
Together,
them,
thinking about
about them.
us.
Us, you're right. You're right. Sorry. Them. That'd be funny. Okay.
Did a 360.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. We'll go through the second verse. So, like I was just saying, he starts the second verse. You're laying there with him, thinking about me. He's asleep. You say, let's meet around 3. You went to leave the house. He caught you sneaking out. Now he's freaking out. Straightforward, meeting up, 3 a.m., you know.
I will say that when you're married, the song just kind of pisses you off.
Yeah,
It's just like, what the hell are you
I
doing?
know.
Like, you're so not like Eminem, like the girl. You're so
Oh, yeah, because,
stupid.
yeah, she's the one that's married, not
Yeah.
Eminem. And then it's funny, he even says, like, and we find out in the third verse, they've been doing this for years, which is, like, so crazy.
Like, what are
It's
you doing?
wild.
Make a decision.
Yeah. So yes, now he's freaking out because he caught her sneaking out. You thought he was sleeping soundly. Whoa. You say you're going for a drive. You don't question him when he stumbles in, like, where the fuck you been? So she gets caught trying to sneak out of the house because she thought he was sleeping, her husband, which we found out. And
But he was
then
out too, right? Because he's
no,
stumbling
no,
in.
no, no, no. So she said, so she catches he catches her trying to sneak out, and then she tells him, I'm just going for a drive. And then he's like, I don't question you when you come stumbling in the house, like, where have you been? So we don't even
Um,
know So it's interesting because this is just one line. It's not clear. He could be implying that the husband is
Like they
out,
both cheat.
but we don't know.
That's so
There's not
dumb.
enough info here. It could be she's just saying that. Do you know what I mean? It's not clear that he actually is stumbling in. So maybe he just comes home drunk, but not necessarily like out. You know what I mean? There's not enough info to actually figure out whether her significant other is, fucking around on her or not. You know what I mean? But either way, she's using it as an excuse because she got caught. She's like, hey, I don't question you, which is fucking crazy. Then you pump his ear with what he wants to hear. Tell him you love him. Yeah, wipe each other's tears. So then she's consoling him. She's saying she loves him. I guess they cry, console each other.
Liar.
Yes. So then this is the line. But it's been a couple years since we've been doing dirt. You or my girl don't want to see either of you get hurt. But now the lines are getting super blurred. Can't tell if I'm cheating on her with you or cheating on you with her.
I guess that'll happen.
Oh yeah, I
If
would
it's been
imagine.
years.
For sure. Yeah, that's to think
Jeez.
about years is wild. Like that's
Yeah.
insane.
Like, wouldn't you like, I don't know, like, when you're in like high school and you like cheat on like your boyfriend or whatever because you're in high school and you're young?
Well,
Like,
years in high
I
school
couldn't
is
imagine.
crazy.
Yeah, but
Yes.
like usually after you cheat on them, like that person you cheated with, you're like, I don't want to have anything to do with this person anymore. Like I don't care anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, well, there's a few things. One, you would think you've been doing it so long that they would just get together. Two, you've been doing it so long, somebody would find out. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's bizarre.
My
Um,
point is usually you do it once and you get it out of your system. You're like, I don't care anymore. You know what I mean?
yeah, maybe.
Like that.
I mean, this is like an affair. This isn't
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? This is the opposite of that. This is like like an emotional entanglement as opposed to just like sex or something.
And like those relationships, they don't ever actually work out. Like if they were to both leave
Yeah,
their current relationship for that person,
yeah, of
actually,
course.
don't you have like an uncle who did that?
Yeah, that is true.
I'm just
And they're
kidding.
married.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's true. Um, but yes, so then Eminem says he doesn't want to see her or his girlfriend getting hurt, right? But it's getting blurred whether he's cheating on
Because he's like
her.
feels like it's serious with both of them at this point.
Yeah. He's like, oh, it feels weird. And then it says, but really, nobody's at fault. Can't help who you love. Hope they don't ever hear us talk because we both are getting sloppy. Probably subconsciously, part of me is hoping that we get caught because
I don't buy that. Don't you
what?
dare say nobody's at fault. You're
Like, what did he say
very
before
much
that?
at fault.
So he might be referring to them.
Well, if you say nobody, that means everyone
That's
involved.
true.
He's saying that he and her are not at fault.
So
He's saying you can't help who you
oh, you're
love.
right. No, no, you're right. You're right.
No, but you can
You're
make a
right.
decision.
You are. Because I
You
was
can't
thinking,
just have your cake and eat it
because
too.
he said that nobody's at fault on the heels of talking about both girls, meaning like neither of them are at fault for the fact that he loves two different women. But you're right. He says can't help who you love. So he is kind of implying that he's not at fault either, which is funny.
Delusional, but it's
Yeah.
okay. It's just a song.
And then, like he said, they're getting sloppy, and he thinks that subconsciously he wants to get caught, you know.
Well, I mean, it's not even subconscious. I think he realized he's literally saying he wants to get out of
Yeah, I
this.
would imagine it's twofold. One, so he can be with her, but
Yeah.
two, also just so he's not carrying around a lie, carrying it all on. All right. Then we get to the third and final verse. He says, "We're laying here with them, thinking about us." Okay,
They're
they're
both
both
within their
their
own,
respective.
yeah, they're
Yes.
not all together.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
It'd be really
That would
weird.
be really funny. So yeah, they're both with their respective partners and they're thinking about each other instead. And he says, because now when we get home, we get jealous of each other being someone else's. Call us Long John Silvers because we selfish.
Like selling fish. That's like
Yeah.
the first bar I've seen in the
Yeah.
song.
There's actually a cool little scheme in this verse. Not this line, but there actually is something in there. So yeah, they're thinking about each other, but then So actually, not then. It makes sense. So they're jealous of each other's partners because they're in the relationship with them,
Exactly.
and they're selfish.
Yeah,
So
like they want all of their time. They don't
yeah,
want them with the other person.
yes,
Then
and
just they have a very, 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 very simple solution.
yes, and then I'm sure anybody watching this knows, but Long John Silver's is a restaurant that sells fish, literally.
Yeah, it's like a fast food.
Yeah. Then he continues, but I just want to see ya. Don't care if it's at the Ritz or Motel 6. If I'm there with ya, rich or poor, when I'm laying here with ya, it could be the kitchen floor.
But like the Ritz is just better.
Well, that's his point, though. He
Yeah.
doesn't care if it's a high-end Ritz motel or a Motel 6, or whether they're rich or poor. He doesn't care the context. Whatever it is, he just wants to be with her. It doesn't have to be nice. They're just so grateful. He's just so grateful to spend time with her. It doesn't matter where it is or the context of it or the environment or if they have money or not. I'm laying here with you. It could be the kitchen floor. I mean, he just loves laying with her so much they could be laying on a kitchen floor and he'd be happy. So
His poor
that's what he's
girlfriend.
saying. Yeah. Then he continues. I could stay in bed with you, staring at you till the morn. Till the morn. It's a funny way to word it. I just want to be your secret lover. Yeah. I'd rather share you than to not have you at all. So once a year or twice a month, I'm here if you want it. Yeah, I'm open season.
Interesting.
So more in the same vein, he just wants to spend time with her, be with her. He'll stare at her till the morning. He wants to be your secret lover, and then he says the fact that they're both jealous of each other's partners, and he doesn't like it, but he'd rather have to share her, meaning her
And then
still
not
be.
have her at all, yeah.
Yes. And then this is funny. It says, so once a year or twice a month. I mean, that's very different, 1 out of 365 or 24 out of 365.
Yeah, like if you could do it once a year, you either don't really care or you're like in love with her and you're just
Yeah,
setting
that's
her
weird.
free, which is really, I don't know, I don't know.
And then he said, I'm here if you want it. So whenever she's available, I guess. All right. So then this is where he does his first and only cool scheme here. He says, yeah, I'm open season. Well, where are we? And I'm always game, so I keep it 100, dear. And then he
Oh, it's like
laughs,
a
which,
hunting scheme.
yes. So open season.
Hunting means
So,
that you can hunt all forms of game, right?
well, so if it's open, it depends what it is, but it'll be like deer season. Like, oh, it's
Yeah.
open season, so you can hunt deers these months. And then he
Yeah.
says, I'm always game. So game is another name for the animals you're hunting, buck, whatever. And then he says, so I keep it 100 deer,
Like a deer.
like DEER.
It's
So
always open season here. I constantly hear them shooting the deer.
I don't think that's open season. I think there's culling
Yeah,
that,
so
you know what I mean? Not
I
anybody
mean,
can do it. I
it's
think,
not called really not anyone can do
no,
it.
I don't think so. It's always at night too, which is bizarre.
I hear it in the morning,
Yeah, it's
early in the
strange.
morning.
Anyway, so yeah, he does this scheme. I'm open season. He does the deer stuff, but then the straight meaning would be, he's always ready to be with her whenever she's ready. So I keep it 100 deer. So he's always honest, real with her, blah blah
And
blah.
that's a buck, right?
Yes, keep it
Okay.
100, keep it in a buck. So that's the double meaning. So that line's not in there, but
But
it's
it's what it means,
exactly.
yeah.
No, that's definitely intentional. He does try to put buck in your head. And then he laughs, which is it drives people crazy that he signals his double entendres. Like some people get very bothered by it. I so sometimes I'm
I
like,
wish he didn't, just
a lot of
because
people do.
I feel like I'm able to catch most of them, but then there are some that I do miss. But I still want the opportunity to just catch it eventually
Yeah,
than to be guided to it. But just laughing isn't, he's not like literally like, hey, look, I said that and this is what I meant. Like he's not
yeah.
like explaining it.
But the laugh it definitely is a signal. You know what I mean? Okay, then he says, because we could never be each other's everythings. You got a wedding ring, so it's him instead of me, but I'll be your second string now and forever because. So we find out that
She's
she's
married.
married, and so she's gonna not leave him, but I'll be your second string, meaning he'll be back up. He's fine with that role now and forever. because, of course, I'm not happy here. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So I had this headphone in the whole time. You're probably talking so loud. All right. Into deep.
So again, I feel like depending on where you are at in your life, what age you are as well, you're either gonna really like this song or it's gonna resonate with you, or you're gonna be like, no, I'm good. And
Yeah.
like we're married. I'm at the point in my life where like this kind of stuff is like so behind me. I haven't engaged in behavior like this since I was probably like,
Yeah.
I don't know, 20 years old.
Yeah,
So
for
like a
sure.
solid 10 plus years ago. So I don't know. It doesn't resonate with me. I can be like, okay, yeah, like whatever. The deer scheme is cool, the hunting scheme. And then that one-liner with the Long John Silver's, that was cool too.
That's it.
But yeah, I think like life is shorter than you think it is. So if you're not happy with the person you're with, just leave them and go be with that other person. But then Eminem wouldn't have had a song here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean I agree. It's funny though. It's like, oh, we're too old for that, but
If I
Eminem's,
was in high school, this would have probably been my favorite song off this album.
yeah,
100%.
he's even older than us though, which is what's funny. You know what I mean? So it's not like an age thing you grow out of.
Songs that appeal to a younger crowd, you know.
For sure. So no, I agree. I actually do like the sound. Like I said, there was a few things when the first time I heard this, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I like the sound.
I like the beat
And
a lot.
and then I was like, oh, the content. And then I'm listening, and it's like, okay, it is another relationship song from Eminem, which is a big critique from people. Not necessarily me. I tend to enjoy them, even
Mhm.
though there's a lot of them. This one is a different perspective. You know what I mean? It's not just like a violent, toxic relationship. It actually is a love song
It's
in
toxic, but yeah.
in the context of a fucked up situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's all positive about her.
And yeah, another point, it isn't just for young kids. Like Eminem's like single. So like anyone
Yeah.
who's single, like this probably applies.
And he's not married. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
again, it's so the girlfriend that he does have, it's like, I mean, it's not cool to cheat on
No.
girlfriends, but like, it's like you pointed out, it's different for the girl in the song. She
Yeah,
is
she's
married, you know. But yeah, it's a cool song. It's a different variation on, type of songs he does. So it's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. But
Yeah.
yeah. So definitely check out Carnivore Snacks, Chomps, SeatGeek, Amazon storefront, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See. Bye.
Bye.